Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? Here we are, Clash Miami race week. And, well, I'm going to give you guys my goals. Sometimes I'd like to sort of be a little more quiet in my goals, but the necessity of a YouTube channel and the day and age we live in is you got to put it out there. So I'm going to pretend that I'm only telling my friends, even though it's, 30 to 50,000 of my friends. So, obviously, Clash Miami, a big thing for me is going to be the swim deficit. It's actually why I decided to do this race. A shorter race makes the swim incredibly important. If I don't have a good swim there, it's going to be very difficult to be crossing that finish line tape first. So it put me in this pressure chamber of get that swim going and get that swim going, and I liked that because it forces me to perform. So I'm just going to put my time goal out here. I measure for swimming, I measure my time goal from the fastest swimmer, not any sort of time, because the course differs. The course can be short, the course can be long, whatever. So I want to be 90 seconds from the fastest swimmer at this race. That's my goal. I realize it's going to be pretty ambitious. And then my bike and run goals are equally as ambitious. Obviously, I have new sponsors on board. I want to do track and DT Swiss justice, and I am looking to get the fastest bike split at this race. That's going to be no small feat. Magnus Ditlev is there. He's outbiked me by a little bit in every race I've ever done with him, so I'm well aware of what I'm asking myself to do, but I feel I've seen aerodynamic improvements and power improvements, so I think it's within reach. And then, of course, I want to get the fastest run as well. Sam Long is a runner now, and I want to give ASICS justice. So I've got lots of sponsors to give justice. So there it is. I want to be 90 seconds from the front. I want to have the fastest bike, and I want to have the fastest run. That's my goal. And then sort of another era we're seeing is this ITU takeover, right? Or ITU takeover, let's put it in parentheses. The PTO has come in, they're putting all sorts of money. The Olympics just happened, so it's, of course the Olympics are coming up, but I see a lot of the ITU athletes coming in with an interest in long course, and I think it's because of the influx of money and fame that you can get because of the PTO, and I want to be that long course stronghold against that. And it's no secret, this course, I would say, probably leans slightly more towards the short course athletes. It's a 2 hour and 40 minute race. They're used to racing for about 2 hours. I'm used to racing for 3 hours and 40 minutes or 8 hours and 30 minutes, up to 8 hours and 30 minutes. So it's more me having to go down than them having to go up. And I'm really looking forward to that challenge. Aaron Royal's here, so unfortunately Jelle Grenz hasn't made it now. He was on the start list, but I was really looking forward to racing both of those guys, and I expect a furious fight from them. So in short, those are kind of my goals. Well, actually, there's one more important aspect. I was second in the world at the World Champs, and going into every race, I feel like I always have to prove myself, and I'm getting tired of people saying like, oh, Sam hasn't proved himself, or he hasn't shown himself on the race course, or he hasn't done that. And yeah, to be completely honest, I'm tired of that, but I'm not tired of winning still. I'm not tired of going out and proving to myself what I'm capable of. And so I've just sort of stopped paying any attention and ignoring those voices, and I'm focused on myself, and I know what I'm capable of. And I mean, it's a new year, it's a new me. We see the haircut, we see the sponsor change, we see the kit change. It's time for a new beginning, and that's what this race means to me.
Yeah, dude, what's the, racing on a racetrack, how is that different from everything else that you do? It's obviously shorter course, it's like racetrack, it's all within one little section. How is that different for you?
Yeah, so the racetrack makes it, obviously it's more contained, and there's no escaping the pain, there's no really natural scenery to see, and it's just this monotonous pain of lap after lap after lap. But I love that, because what it does is it allows you to feed off momentum, and it makes things very number oriented, and nothing can hide. And so there's time splits every lap, right? And each lap is only like 4 or 5 minutes. And so if every lap you're putting 10 seconds into someone, you do that math. You go, okay, I'm putting 10 seconds into this person per lap. There's 18 laps. 18 times 10 is 180 seconds. That means I'm putting 3 minutes into them. I swam a minute and 20 seconds back. That means I'm going to be a minute and 40 seconds ahead by the end of the bike. And so I love just doing that math in my head, and it allows me to feel like I'm feeding off the momentum, especially coming from behind a little bit. And then, yeah, you get the fans really only in one area usually. So then the fans feel and see that same momentum, and it makes it almost like a regular sporting game, like a football game. You know, they feel the interception happen, or they feel the touchdown happen, and then they build off that and they feed off that, and it can take or remove the momentum away from certain people.
What's exciting about this race for you? It's like first race of the year. You're heading into 2022. What are you stoked about?
Yeah, I'm so excited for this race to see my own personal improvement. I think every year the off season is really, it's the time where people go to work in the dark and they work on themselves and they work on their strengths and they work on their weaknesses, and you get this period of time with no races, and it's a big question mark of who's improved the most, who's fallen back, and race day reveals all of that. I mean, people can post whatever they want on Strava or whatever they want on Instagram and say, I've had a great off season. I mean, I've tried to say, okay, I've had a great off season, but the real reality is I have no idea until it shows up on race day, because race day is what matters. And yeah, that's just what I'm excited for. I mean, I want to see the work come into the light. That's what I want to see.
Sweet, man. Dude, I'm stoked to see you race.
Oh, it's going to be rad.
Just out of curiosity, any extra little goals at Miami?
Oh yeah, we got the real goal. Yeah, so I've got a goal. I'm looking to lap one of my competitors. I mean, you can't really call him a competitor if you're going to lap him. I'm being nice and not saying their name, but you can go ahead and put in the comments who you think that is. And that's a real goal of mine. That's motivating me. You know, I'm going to push to make that happen. You go with yellow, to be honest.
Really?
That's not really your color,
Did
but
I throw you off?
Oh, your nails done?
Got my nails
that's what we're talking about. She always paints her nails a certain color. Every race she gets a manicure, and she does a certain race, and the color represents what she's thinking about for the race.
done.
So
The theme. So the theme is lightning.
lightning.
Got it.
Or the sun, burning
The sun.
people like the sun. Ooh. Maybe you're burning people because you're so hot.
Woo! Get out of here.